Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Welcome back to a new day for Al-Islam in America with your host, Imam Yusuf Ramadan, your special guest for the day, former Clara Muhammad School students and graduates, Bilal Hassan, Hassan Ali, and myself, Taji McCullough. Imam.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bilal Hassan yet again. Former student from Sister Clara Muhammad School, Corona, Queens. A proud graduate of Sister Clara Muhammad School from Queens. I would say that the Clara Muhammad School is, I like to describe it as a womb because of the nurturing environment that it helped provide to me, coming especially from a homeschool environment from kindergarten to 6th grade. My mom instilled in me the basic morals, the basic teachings. You know, my mom is said to be the first teacher, so I already had some skills coming into Clara Muhammad School, but I already had lacked some of the social, especially the social aspect of it, because, you know, coming from homeschool, you know, we didn't really do a lot besides, you know, go to the library, you know, and different things like that. But coming to Sister Clara Muhammad School helped me because all the teachers was really like family. Like my father, you know, had a good relationship with almost everybody in the whole school. So I mean, it was a great experience for me. And going to college, it was like stepping out my cocoon, or my cocoon, I would describe it, because it's bigger. And I would say that I had a successful first year at Lincoln University. My GPA is that of a 3.1. I've been elected to positions of leadership at Lincoln University. I'm going to be vice president of the organization of Voice to Men, which is a social organization that helps take in freshmen. Like, they took me in, they showed my leadership capabilities, they took me in, they mentored me. So I got a different experience from different people by surrounding myself with people that I know would be like-minded like me. I would say that a weakness that I had was, you know, describing what is cordial and what's being friend, because everybody in college is not your friend. Everybody is not meant. Some people are meant to say, okay, what's up? You know, did you do that homework in class? So, but that was my only weakness. Everything else was, besides the woman and different things like that. But that's another story. But
yeah, tell us about that story, brother.
Now, you know what? Before you, the follow-up on Bilal said, you know, I'm a senior currently now at Lincoln University. Bilal came this year, my junior year. And I don't want to say I completely took him under my wing, because I didn't. Bilal definitely he definitely ventured off, but learned and learned about this college experience truly a lot. But he grew up a lot from the first day that he came in here to the university until the last day of the semester. I mean, I just seen such growth, and I told him at the beginning of the semester, you know, talk to me at the end of the semester and tell me, you know, how you feel about this environment. When he first came, he was kind of starstruck by, you know, I was overwhelmed. Right. So, you know, I can only imagine that he was overwhelmed. But, I mean, here it is, his only freshman year, and he's more popular on campus than I am. You know, he's taking over. You know, he's hitting the radio station up. He's the television station's LU TV and radio station's first weatherman. Right. I mean, he's taking over. He's networking with everything. He's running for SGA, student government. He's awesome. He's a rock star, as I like to call Bilal. He's doing everything, and everyone knows him. And like I said, my senior year, and he's more popular than I am. So, yeah, Bilal, like I said, this is Clara Muhammad School just definitely prepared him to do that. That's safe to say.
We have to continue to build leaders from the brothers and the sisters, and we'd like to let everyone know that if you're enjoying this show and the other shows, that we ask you to send your support to Clara Muhammad at 105-01 Northern Boulevard, Corona, New York, 11368. That's Clara Muhammad, 105-01 Northern Boulevard, Corona, New York 11368. And don't forget our 10th annual Imam Qasim Bakruddin Scholarship Program and building fundraiser with funds going to rebuild our school and our masjid on May 14th, and that is at the beautiful Nicely Hughes Library, which is only a few blocks away where our school and masjid is. So with that, I'm going to sign off and put the show in their capable hands.
Walaikum assalam.
So, guess we're back, gentlemen. The show's up to us now.
Yep.
We got to carry it through.
Sir.
So, right now, I mean, as Clara Muhammad School graduates, you know, what, Bilal, starting off with you, we've talked about what the Clara Muhammad School has prepared us with, the tools, you mentioned it as a womb, the nurturing environment. What else can you tell us as far as the classroom? We didn't really hit the classroom aspect that the Clara Muhammad School has done for you.
Oh, the classroom aspect was great. As far as the classrooms being small, which Lincoln University is relatively, I mean, it's bigger than, of course, than Clara Muhammad, but in the classrooms it's really small, and you get to know your teachers, know your professors, and that's the same thing what Clara Muhammad had to offer. You get to know your teachers, know your professors, like that, and you build a relationship with them. Clara Muhammad School, like, have a relationship with your professors. You can talk to them right after class. You know, hit them up with emails. You know, asking for help. Whatever you needed, you could go to them. I feel that most of the professors at Lincoln University that I have had over my first year were like that. They always offered that help, and Clara Muhammad really prepared me for that.
Yeah, I think that makes up a really good point, because I'm thinking back, you know, it was just such a long time since I was in high school, 2004. It's like geez, you know. No, but I remember, yeah, when I first started, you know, college, I already knew how to maintain, you know, these good relationships with my instructors, and so, you know, they saw I was eager and sincere about learning and acquiring knowledge and moving forward, and they saw that and they admired that, and I think that was you know, really important.
Yeah, that definitely. I remember I took my my freshman year, I took a theology course, and my sophomore year I had to take a intro to religion course as well, two requirements for my major, and the professor still today, Dr. Muzawar, a wonderful professor. She just has a wonderful teaching strategy. I mean, he really touches the students. Even students that aren't really interested in things such as philosophy and religion. He really touches the students and gets them to engage in the speaking. But even to this day, it's my senior year, and he's saying, Taji, when are you gonna grab religion or philosophy as a double major? You know, I'm like, come on, man. I'm a senior now. I can't do anything with that now. But I mean, you know, he just said, I really admire your ability to look deeper into things and think critically.
Think abstractly.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, definitely.
That abstract think, that critical thinking. That you just get from listening to Clara Muhammad School. You know, the interaction that you had with the teachers, the type of level, you know, the things we were studying in the Clara Muhammad School. I mean, I don't think any of my friends were studying it. I mean, we studied in our senior year, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, you know, Supply and Demand Economics. I mean, things that I still remember to this day.
Right.
You know, and regardless about how much money we had, I mean, you know, for books or supplies or anything like that, I mean, all the teachers made sure that we, you know, whether it was, you know, papers stapled together, that we had it, and we were, you know, they made sure we understood it, and we did, you know. And what better education can you get than the Quran, you know?
Right.
All those hours of sitting during those khutbahs when you know, may Allah forgive him, in a sense, Imam Bakruddin used to, you know, teach us about life, you know, like I still remember, like, those khutbahs and the lessons, and how important, you know, just whatever he was teaching us was, you know, and everything within the concept, within the framework of Islam and life in general, you know, and my brothers can attest to that, they know.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Hassan, you're actually attending grad school right now, so there's not a more. There may not be a more setting of education that's more important. That critical thinking rests. The importance of critical thinking rests more than in grad school. So
I mean, everything is related to everything that I learned at the Sister Clara Muhammad School. I mean, we just saw a film about there was a film called the Simple Life of Noah Dearborn with Sidney Poitier, and basically in the movie, and you know, it's a really good movie. If anyone gets a chance to watch it, you know, please watch it. But basically, teachings about Adam and no, not Adam, excuse me, about Cain and Abel, and how Cain killed his brother Abel, and Cain represented industrial life and Abel represented agricultural life, what was natural at the time. And so it was basically talking about the same thing, you know, in the movie, and I got to bring up that point, you know, how this gentleman, you know, Sidney Poitier's character in the movie, he was you know, he was living and he was working off of his land, and you know, these industrialists, basically, you know, these corporations were trying to come in, take his land, and build you know, build a strip mall, you know, over his property, and you know, he was basically being bullied, you know, but at the end, you know, he won back his land. But you know, I was just able to bring up that point, you know, you know, it's just everything. My whole entire like college career, the time I spent in my undergrad, I could see like everything that was mentioned in the khutbah was directly aligned with what I was learning in school, and I thought that was just amazing, even up to this day, right now. So I mean, there's nothing that's like, to me, it's like a miracle.
definitely, we're gonna have to take a break in a little while. But before we hit that break, I think this will be pretty interesting. Bilal, starting off with you, why don't you tell us who your favorite CMS Clara Muhammad School teacher was and why? Why so? Real quickly.
Favorite? Oh man, I don't like favoritism or anything like that. But
come on, brother, come on.
Everybody did a great job, but
he's a politician.
Right.
That's politics, but he's keeping.
I'm gonna have to say Teacher Fati. Teacher Fati, not only because his knowledge of computers, which I always enjoyed as well, but it's just that he was friendly, like and like the way he taught, I picked it up real fast. So, and that's one of the main reasons why.
Okay, I'm gonna say my pick, and then after we come back from a break, Hassan's gonna tell you his. And I'm very interested.
Knows my favorite teacher is.
I'm gonna, and I might steal it from my son, and I think Brother Fatty was a good pick. But my first round pick is Sister Kalila.
Oh, yeah,
any day of the week. Sister Kalila's dedication to the Clara Muhammad School. I mean, she taught both English and Spanish. She prepared me with advanced placement English, just learning. I mean, she used to just stress. On a weekend, she used to tell me, I'm in a library, so you can come and we can work on your writing. And she was definitely pivotal in helping me to think critically and watching my writing and helping me develop as a writer. And we're going to go to a quick break right now, and we'll be right back with Hassan's pick.